Hi, I'm Pox.
I'm Ponzio.
And you're watching the Two Smart Guys show. We've got a new guest host today, and we're talking on the new iOS and Yosemite.
We're ready to get busy.
So, cool.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting stuff. Like I already got it. I got a dev account, so I've got it running on my iPhone, and I got it running on my Mac. And
we're gonna show you how to put it on your iPhone.
Sure. Yeah.
With the beta.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe if you know a developer, you get asking for code.
Apple and their codes. So what are we gonna talk about first? iOS or OS X?
Well, the cool thing is that they kind of go hand in hand, right?
Right.
So it's not just like this is the new iOS and this is the Mac OS. They're now allowing you to use your phone as a proxy so that you can take phone calls and text messages, not just iMessage, but text messages on your laptop, desktop, your Apple, whatever.
Your Mac.
So, I don't know, I wanted to try it out because we haven't tried it out yet. We just did this. We're streaming this live, so if you're watching this live, post in the comments and we'll do our best to monitor it and answer.
Any questions are much appreciated. We'd love to answer some.
So do you want to try and call me? So like this is the new Yosemite right here on my Mac, and it's weird. It's all flat like iOS 7 was, and then we also have on my iPhone. So we're getting a phone call. And it's not showing up on my... Aw, man.
I'm pretty sure you're more than likely going to have to set up the cognitive.
There's something we probably need to set up because it's not showing it on my.
With the iOS 8 beta, were you able to get the cognitivity app?
Is it an app?
It's supposed to be an app kit, I believe. So, it might not be available yet for us. That would suck.
Now I need to look. And see. So while I'm looking, let's go ahead and upgrade yours. Let's upgrade yours to iOS.
All right.
8. So, in order to do this, you need to have a friend that's got a dev account, and you need to get their ID code. Did you get a copy of that?
Yes, I did email it. Your UID, the UID.
The UID. And the way you get your UID is inside of iTunes. When you plug in your phone, there'll be like an area that has like your serial number and what else does it have?
Your MEID number and then your UID number. And all you have to do is click on the serial number and it'll cycle through the different numbers your phone has.
Yeah, and then you right-click on it and you can go to copy, and then you can email it to somebody with a dev account. And every year there's some smart dev guy that goes out there and is like, I'll sell you, for $20 a code so you can get the latest beta, or $10 or $3 or whatever. And they sell so many, and then Apple finds out and they shut them down. And so
don't buy beta keys.
Yeah, so don't ask me for one, or for me to sell you one. But anyways. And then you have it downloaded. So the thing about downloading it is you need to find out the model number of your phone. So if you look on the back of your phone, it'll say like this one's an iPhone 5. So the model number is going to be A1429. That means it's a Verizon iPhone 5 in America.
Yep.
CDMA. Are you sure you emailed it to me?
Yes. Twice.
Did you have internet when you emailed it to me?
Could you plug me in real quick? All right, so.
Right back. I have to plug in the computer. Did your computer die?
Yes, unfortunately. Just be 1 second. There we go. That 1 second's up. Love Mac.
I probably just killed everybody's ears. Sorry about that. I dropped my mic. Anyways, one of the cool little things that you can look at on this. I noticed that when you're doing your the mirroring, it shows on the screen what you're pressing for your code, for your PIN.
Oh.
I was at my parents' house and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Your code is this, this, and this. I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah, I showed it on the screen and you typed it in and I highlighted it. I'm like, well, that's not
good.
Cool.
Here you go, everybody. Here's my Apple ID.
It's interesting. They didn't update like the look of it. It looks pretty much just like your iOS 7.
So here's an interesting little tidbit. They were supposed to improve the ID or Touch ID.
Oh yeah.
Features. Have you got to play with any of them yet?
No. What are you supposed to do?
For the iKeychain, or no, just keychain now, right?
Oh yeah, so their third-party apps are going to allow you to use it.
Yes, and like so Facebook and Twitter, YouTube, stuff like that are supposed to be able to use Touch ID without compromising your privacy.
Yeah, so that'll be cool, but unfortunately you can't get any of those apps until they finish it.
Yes.
On
the downsides of betas.
Yeah, you can get the Apple betas of their programs, but that's about it. Here we go, Touch ID and passcode. And this is where I don't show you what it is.
It's where you get to come back and look at us again.
Oh yeah, look, we're doing this by green screen, by the way, so that we can add in a background. Ta-da!
We're magic. Just smart.
Oh yeah, so this is the little. It's unlocked iPhone apps, iTunes App Store.
So I totally sent it to you.
Nothing new in the settings. What email address? Podio.
Well, teach me to just reply, huh? Well, that's why you didn't get it, huh?
Oh, we're working out the bugs.
Sent it to you at a no reply.
Like I said, if you're watching, any questions that you have on the new versions of iOS? Oh, hey, there it is. Okay, so
we know everybody wants to know about dark mode, though.
Dark mode. What is dark mode? Do you remember?
Dark mode is personality brought to the task bars. Well, I guess I know what you want to call these bars, but
So hopefully I don't give away too much, but I'm going to show you how you actually add people in here. If you can, anybody can be a developer. It's just $100. So this is how you do it. After you pay your $100, you get access to the developer program, and you can go in and we want to do iOS and the iOS 8 beta. Like I said, you need to look up the model of your phone and then download the corresponding download for your phone or your iPod Touch or your iPad. Look at that. There's only one model of iPad Touch now.
Nice. What's that, down from how many?
I don't remember, but that's just kind of weird. They're only supporting the latest iPod Touch. I didn't even know they still made an iPod Touch.
That's something we could test today, is the group messaging. New features of iOS 8 with group messaging. Being able to leave a thread and do not disturb during a thread. But when you get them chatty Cathys,
oh, yeah,
your
that'd be
phone won't
cool.
vibrate. And plus you can do the navigation, or the location, straight from the group message now to see where everybody is messaging you from. If they allow you enable their location, I suppose.
Is that how you want? Is that how you want to put your name? Okay. So yeah, any dev can just add your phone in, give it a name, and ta-da, you're all done. And then you can.
You have to download this little tidbit here, the beta.
Is it still downloading while we're
Yeah.
streaming? That's probably working out great. Sorry for blocking.
Right, I should probably not be doing that, huh?
Well, that's all right. I mean, how much longer does it have?
It doesn't look like it's near completion.
So it might be a while before we can show the whole
That particular.
the whole install of iOS 8. But what we can do is, what can we do?
We can go over some of the new features.
Okay, so what are the
OS X. All right, so first off, let's go where all the new features are going to be hiding. System preferences.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's check it out. So again, if you're just tuning in to this live stream, we're just kind of checking out all the new stuff on Yosemite, the new Mac OS. What is new? Oh yeah, so there's some weird things. Extensions. What's the extensions? Is this like I don't know? Is this like what they're doing on iOS, where they're allowing third-party apps to interact with each other? So like in the App Store, an app can call from another app.
It really could be for the widgets as well, for the update or the today and the calendar and your.
Yeah, if you know anything about these extensions,
your sidebar, that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, post in the comments below and let me know, because I'm stupid.
Two smart guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I'm thinking it's going to be for the widgets.
Yeah, like right here,
For your
the
notifications sidebar.
Yeah, so I can put on here, I want social, I want my calendar.
And it's all already working like the iPhone does.
Oh,
Check
yeah.
that out. That is awesome.
That's pretty cool. Ooh, calendar. Or calculator.
Let's check out the cog wheel down at the bottom.
Oh, do not disturb.
Nice.
Hey! They are kind of merging iOS and Mac OS. You got the notification center, and that's pretty cool. Look at all the new icons they made. Weird.
Right?
Okay, so what else?
The cog wheel looks like a cog wheel.
I just can't get over how flat everything is now.
Yeah, it's... Let's go under this... Oh, what would it be under?
This display was a little bit different. I don't know,
Color.
it's pretty much the same.
No, that's not it either. I wonder if it'd be desktops?
What general? Was there always a
Appearance.
general before?
It's jet.
Appearance, graphite.
We can, yeah, there was a general,
Blue.
but it looks like it has changed.
Oh yeah,
substantially.
the icon is different. It's a gear instead of whatever that was on yours. It's like a little close up of a corner of a menu or something.
So, I wonder if this is how you get dark mode.
Yeah, what is this dark mode that you're talking about?
I might have to bring up the WWDC.
Oh, allow handoff between this Mac and your iCloud's devices. Cool, that's new.
So you're going to have to register your devices through the iCloud, which is pretty much a given.
Close Windows when quitting an app.
So pretty much that would mean...
Says when you select open documents in Windows will not be restored when you reopen an app. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, so it'll remember like within the apps, your files that were open within that app.
Nice.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that could be very useful.
I don't know if that was in Mavericks or not, but I didn't know about it.
Wait, what was that under?
Under General. It says close Windows when quitting an app.
It is here, indeed.
Oh, yours is checked. It's unchecked by default on this one.
So I already use it.
The dock looks the same. Mission control, it's pretty much the same thing.
What about appearance? Were you able to see any new appearances in there?
No. There's just
graphite.
blue and graphite. Maybe they haven't made it into the beta yet. Sharing's new, or the Bluetooth.
The
sharing.
preview version of Yosemite we've seen doesn't currently offer dark mode.
Oh, there you
From
go.
Apple themselves. Unfortunate.
That's what
as it
happens
may
when you
be.
try and show stuff off live. Remote Apple events. I know a lot of this is old, but I think the Bluetooth sharing is kind of new. I mean, it was kind of there before, but it wasn't in here, I don't think.
Pretty much just a demo of
What is it? What's in your
what's here
sharing?
and what's not.
Yeah. Because, I don't know, the icon looks different. It's right next to Bluetooth.
It wasn't a box. I couldn't find it. In my
Oh,
box
no, it
scenario.
has Bluetooth sharing. Okay. Yeah, it's same thing.
Okay. So maybe we should start going at these one at a time. Like you pick one and I open the same thing. So
Oh,
we
okay.
can compare side by side.
Yeah, what else? What else is supposed to be new?
Third-party keyboards for iOS.
Oh, yeah, but
That's iOS.
iOS.
though.
Well, wait, we can look. Let's see, iOS.
What about your detection and speech? Is there any improvements?
So, the third-party keyboard, there's no third-party stuff yet. Because you'd have to be in on the beta for it, right? So, the people that are developing the third-party keyboards, they haven't released them yet, so I can't show it off.
But we can show how you would change your keyboard once. Because
So I have English emoji, but
wow.
you should be able to get third-party ones. You should be able to download them and add them on.
Yep, there you go. Add new keyboard, and then once you download the keyboard, it'll more than likely be in that nice little list there. So what about the new texting features of the new
yeah. So
tap text about
yeah, so this is
iOS?
actually pretty cool here. Look at you in your Google Glass. Check out when you right away. You always text yes, no, or okay. It knows that's what I'm always typing. So
He's
it's
one
predictive.
of those one-word text messengers.
Okay, so I'm not going to be in the Riverton.
It works. Success, Apple.
Apparently that's what I type all the time. And then, of course, there's the dictation. So you tap and hold it to send an audio message, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
So
I was really excited about the...
So this is an audio message. It's not actually taking the text and transcribing it in real time. This is actually sending an audio file. So this is like a walkie-talkie type, or what was that, AppTel? Did you ever use that with us?
No.
But yeah, there's one called AppTel that'll send text messages.
Boost mobile style.
Push to talk. That's what it's like. Oh, then you swipe up to send it.
And you get to choose whether you download the file and keep it on your iPhone or whether it doesn't.
That's pretty cool.
So it should have a tab on my phone, if I receive it, that says keep right underneath it. And of course, it didn't even show me his little audio message.
Because you don't have iOS 8 yet. What, did it do anything?
No, it just acted like you didn't send me anything.
Oh, that's funny.
It showed me you're not in Riverton. What about the videos? The text videos, the little...
Oh, there's a camera, so how does that work? So the same thing. So you hold it down, and I'm recording right now, a talking selfie, I guess, and I'm sending a video message. Please look at this problem that I'm having over here and fix it. It's a caffeine-free Coke. Those things shouldn't exist.
Boo. And then
I
sends
can
it
down. I can play it.
And all of this,
or I can send it
without using your internal phone's memory. And that one worked. And I finally,
really?
Yeah, I finally got your, what's it called?
You got my video message.
No.
No, you got my audio message.
So this is an audio message. It's not actually taking the text and transcribing it in real time. This is actually sending an audio file. So this is like a walkie-talkie time. Or, what was that, AppTel? Did you ever use that with us? But yeah, there's one called AppTel.
Works pretty good.
Apple's really good at taking like third-party apps that do really well and then just integrating them and giving them away for free to put those companies out of business.
Since you do have iOS 8 on your iPad you got there,
Yes.
let's look for Zen Garden, shall we?
Zen Garden. Oh yeah.
They did say that.
They said they are going to release it when it's released. The problem is, again, you can't get beta stuff on the App Store. They haven't released it, so I don't think we can get Zen Garden.
Eventually, these videos will get better.
Dang it! I'm looking for it right now. No, not ice. So just to see if I can show it here, the difference on the iPad versus the iPhone. There. I don't think there is one. It's pretty much the same thing, except I believe you could text people on Android.
Oh, through the iMessage.
Through iMessage, so you
And
can
there
go
are no
into
more green
iMessage.
bubbles.
Yeah, in iMessage you could actually talk to people that don't have iOS because it'll relay through your phone,
Yep.
which is really cool.
Your phone has gotten bigger.
So how do we set that up? That's what I want to know. There's got to be like an iMessage.
That cognitivity should be within the general menu to connect all the devices.
You think? All right, look it up on Google.
We use Bing these days.
Oh yeah. That was one of the things I noticed in the event. They were all down on Google, and they're like, some people haven't. Most people are upgrading from Android to Apple because they discovered something better. But
And the 8% of you that are still making the mistake out there.
and then they're like, you can use Bing Translate in your app, because now apps can talk to each other. You can. What are they calling that? Where the apps can
App integration.
The app integration. They can call functions from one app into another, so you can have your apps work together. Like they were demonstrating how Bing Translate can work inside of Safari, or
inside of Safari, and it was really. I really liked the demo they gave at WWDC with the Japanese guitar webpage that being translated.
Oh yeah.
The complete.
Yeah.
And it was really accurate too, because not all words translate to the American or English language very well.
It says back to Mac, find my Mac. Isn't there one that's iMessage or there's something? Oh, there's family sharing too. That was another cool feature, the family sharing.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out how that works, because the last thing they said, the idea is that you can add family members, and whenever you download stuff, everybody will get it.
But it only works with
one credit card. Like, what?
One.
But the cool thing is, like, your kid can try and buy something, and it'll pop up on your device saying, hey, your kid wants to buy this game.
That is awesome. I really do. I really do think that was an important.
Yeah, so that's cool.
And then you can also track your children, spouse, whatever need be. And then the mail. They did some interesting things with the iMessage.
Oh, wow.
The
Okay,
mail.
we got tons of comments. I am so sorry. I was asleep at the wheel here. They start at the bottom or the top. Okay. Hello again, once again. I'm the only one in the comment here, but I do enjoy these videos. Why, thank you. What do you say? It's cheating soy. Hey, and PSP Man 100 locked in. Okay, there's that one guy who is always using the worst webcam ever with no lighting. Oh, where is that one? You're talking about Couch Guy. He has lighting, and he doesn't have the worst webcam ever. He has a bad internet connection. There's a big difference. When the stars align and the planets are perfect, and he's got some bandwidth and nobody in his house is watching Netflix, it looks pretty good. But he is using like a Logitech webcam that I gave him, and it's a pretty good one. But you gotta have bandwidth.
A webcam's a webcam.
I bet he is sleeping, or he forgot, or I forgot to text him, or something. But fortunately enough, we got another guest here in studio, so he's more of a Mac fan. Couch Guy is an Android man, and he would be falling asleep right now. He doesn't have a Mac, and he thinks that they're evil. All right, what else? Oh, he used to do the PSP videos back in the day. Oh, wait, you're describing Raggable, the original Second Smart Guy, man. Yeah, he actually did have a really bad webcam when he was Skyping in. He moved to another town, and he'll join in again eventually. He's not able to come join us on a regular basis. He's got a bunch of kids that he takes care of, so by himself. But what are the questions about iOS 8 and Yosemite? That's what we're talking about.
Excellent questions.
How's that download coming? How big is it? It's like a gig or something? A couple gigs?
It's not.
It's just not even downloading.
It's 1.74. 14 hours left.
What Wi-Fi are you connected to? Oh.
I don't know why it sent me back there.
Oh, because your power died.
Oh, that's why. It's my main
There.
connection. There we
4
go.
hours. That's way more realistic. You know, when I downloaded this at the office, guess how long it took?
Half a second.
2 minutes.
Let's say we're not 10 gigs yet.
No, but interesting note on bandwidth. Between our office in Riverton location where we work and Ethity, which is like 30 miles away or so, we have a direct fiber connection that's not really direct. I just found out today it goes all the way to DuBois, out to Cheyenne, and then back to our office. But it was going at like 10 megs. It was like the max we could do over the VPN. And it was maxing out the router. I replaced it with a cloud core, and now it's doing 50 megs. And when we were doing it before, it said it was going to take like an hour and a half to transfer the 700 meg file, and it transferred it in 2 minutes.
That's pretty
After I
impressive.
switched to the cloud core.
I don't think the little red boxes were getting there.
Yeah. I know it's off topic, but bandwidth, man. The more bandwidth, the better. And the side note, it does. Even if you've got a lot of bandwidth, you have to have a good router. Because if you don't have a good router, you can't use the bandwidth, or a good computer, or an optimized for the connection computer.
Fiber to home, coming soon.
All right. So.
Okay, here's some interesting features that Apple didn't talk about
Okay. What's
for
that?
iOS 8, and that is Wi-Fi calling.
Oh yeah. So. You could
Verizon.
Yeah, so what's the deal with that? So they said on T-Mobile they're going to allow you to use the Wi-Fi for your voice calls.
As like the hotspot calling.
Like as your main phone.
Yeah.
Like just like your phone number phone. they've been allowing you to do voice FaceTime calls to other iOS devices, but that's only iOS devices. It's not phones. So they're opening it up to do it, right?
Yeah, it does. It looks like it's going to be able to call other iOS 8 devices using Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So.
And on T-Mobile, it'll work with any phone number.
Yes,
Yeah.
any phone with
Yeah.
T-Mobile, but on Verizon and AT&T, it looks
What?
like.
Call waiting?
Yeah, FaceTime call waiting is the
How's
next.
that going to work? So like if you're on a FaceTime call, somebody can call in and they can do...
Well, I guess it'd be like a group. Would you be able to do?
No, they don't do group.
You might be able to
Skype does.
swap back and forth between.
Oh, that might work. That'll be cool.
That'd be pretty interesting. Looks like we're finally getting a battery usage app.
Ooh, I want to see. Where is that? Where's the battery use? Is it an app you have to download? No, it's battery usage by app. So it shows you the battery usage of each application.
Oh.
So
My hopes up for nothing.
where would that be? That's got to be in here somewhere, right?
Here's something that's going to be really interesting and useful for people that have to log mileage.
What is that?
Travel time notifications.
Travel time notifications? How's that going to work?
Android users are used to knowing exactly how long it will take for them to get to an upcoming appointment. And now you can do the same thing with iOS 8.
Oh yeah.
So
That's cool. So
it'll
like
auto-map
so
it.
like your calendar, it'll say it'll say, you know, it can give you an alert with the travel time. So like you got an appointment, like I was just demonstrating from Riverton. I'm in Riverton. You need to get to ETH. It'll give you an alert in time to get there and tell you how long it's going to take to get there, right?
Yep, and that's a really useful app for many.
That is cool. So is it just in the calendar then?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to sync through all of your. Probably just.
I just realized, man, I'm probably showing off all this stuff. You guys get to see what I do all day. Huh. I don't know what I don't know how there'd be a good demo of that. It won't do it until it happens, I guess.
Start a new. Like you're going to need to go to ETH in 2 minutes. Or in an hour, half an hour, I guess, right?
Siri. Oh, that was another cool thing that you can do. Stop listening to me.
Playing iTunes Radio.
She's so smart.
Siri is still a genius.
Yeah, the cool thing is, hey Siri. So if you have your iOS device plugged in, you can say, hey Siri. It's not plugged in, so it's not going to work. Yours is plugged in, but it's not going to work.
No iOS 8.
I need to plug in. Will it reach?
Oh, this one.
Or my phone. My phone will work. So.
Oops.
So if you're plugged in, like if you're in the car, you should be able to say, "Hey Siri." Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Never mind. It was working yesterday. But it's always listening, which is kind of creepy. And you can say like, "Hey Siri," and it'll pop up and do all the whole Siri thing without having to touch it.
Yeah, that would be pretty useful. That's
make an appointment in 2 minutes to go to ETH.
When is your appointment?
At 11 o'clock.
Okay, I set up your appointment for today. Shall I schedule it?
Make the appointment at
When is your appointment?
10 o'clock at the Winterford
I
Casino.
don't know what you mean by "and." Okay.
What a bad demonstration. Okay, let's see.
I don't know what you mean by "and."
What is today, the 4th?
Yes, it is.
Let's make an appointment for right now. Let's do a test. Location. Office. There we go. And we need to make it starting at, what time is it now? At 11.
Here's something interesting.
Travel time, here it is, right here. Let me show you guys. Right here, it says travel time. Well, that's stupid. You have to tell it.
Why wouldn't it use Google Maps or Maps?
Well, I guess it's better than nothing. That you can have it alert you.
Still better than a Kit Kat.
Well, dang it. Well, we'll be getting an alert 5 minutes ago.
So here's an interesting feature that was promised with iOS 8. It's going to be interesting to know how they pull it off, really, is the Braille keyboard to help blind users navigate their smartphones easier.
A Braille keyboard? I know somebody who was it Stevie Wonder, or I can't remember. It was somebody who was blind. He loved the iPhone because he could do tapping. He could tap it and he'd get vibrations. So he could do some kind of a
Morse code
system. But he really liked the system because he could do the voice recognition and the tapping, and he could actually use it to call people. He could do tapping and then tell it to do calls and things.
And hopefully after the beta's over, Siri's intelligence level will increase.
She's supposed to be smarter, but I think she's gotten dumber.
And then there's the new there's a new ton of features for all you camera junkies. Phone got to snap a picture of this and
I
that.
forgot to check out that.
You can now control your white balance, your exposure, your aperture. It's supposed to be pretty cool.
So this is the setup. This is actually kind of cool. We can kind of use this as a source.
Backstage pass for you guys.
So we got our video and our photo, but it was all the filters, right?
Yeah, the color filters and the lighting filters will actually adjust your aperture and exposure and white balance from the lighting.
Here we go. So how do we do that? I took video? I didn't take video, did I? All right, let's see. Say cheese. What the heck?
You gotta. It's on the side now. So go back to your camera. So, no, you're on photo now.
I was on photo. I was on photo that whole time. I took photos, not video. It's all photos. No, I just want the ones from my camera roll.
That's another cool feature.
What?
The iCloud drive.
Recently
Cloud
added.
drive.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, I look kind of creepy.
That's kind of it turned out weird. Okay, here we go. Edit. It's got a little heart there too now. That's new, I think.
That's for your favorites now. So when you add a picture or a photo to your favorites, it adds it to all of your devices, to your iCloud or to your cloud drive.
Here we go. Light. This is the one.
Is awesome. So if you take a picture with your iPhone, your iPad, you can favorite it, and then you can edit it within your Mac, and it edits it across your entire
You can adjust just the shadows
Apple.
or the highlights. Like we got the highlights on this picture are kind of rough. Let's see, or not the highlights. Yeah, the highlights. Turn those down a little bit. Exposure. So overexposed, underexposed. Cool.
What about the magic wand?
That's been around forever, but it's still there.
Didn't they have on the WWDC, they had a slider?
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Oh.
So like you got the slider. So it's cool. So it's simple, right? So you have your lights meter. So you can do just real simple, to brighten or lower it, or you can go into detail and you can pick exactly what you're trying to adjust, either the exposure or the highlights or the shadows.
Nice.
So it's actually very detailed. It's a lot like what's inside of iPhoto, which apparently they're redoing. They're just going to call it Photo.
Which will give you a lot more in-depth editing.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a lot faster. And
That's something shouldn't Photo be on?
no.
Oh.
They said it's coming out next year. They said it's not coming with Yosemite. They said it's next year. Here's a preview of it. It's coming next year.
CS6, people.
I can't believe that After
Cognitivity.
Effects doesn't work on
Yosemite
or
Mavericks.
That's ridiculous.
What was the other one we found that wasn't working on Yosemite?
If you use Final Cut, don't upgrade to Yosemite.
Yeah, it was a big one.
I use Final Cut, so I'm gonna play with this for a little while, but I'm probably going back unless there's a fix quick, because I use Final Cut a lot.
We'll be waiting for that update, Apple.
Yeah. All right. So back to the comments here. Wow, these guys are having a conversation with themselves. All right. So I'm skimming through the comments and looking for stuff related to what we're talking about. I wish I had enough money to buy all the Apple stuff. It's almost
too.
midnight in Canada. Oh, USA, it's almost midnight. Blah, blah, wow. You're eating breakfast? What time is it there? Gotta love the internet people from all over the world. That's a big garage box. I built this garage so I could do this. Because we were doing this in my living room, and I wanted to build a garage, and so I built this in mind. So I made it extra high. I made it up higher, and then I built like green screen, and I put like a swooping floor so there'd be less shadows, so we could do like skits and things where there's, we could replace all the backgrounds and things. And it's a fun garage. It's cool. I ended up having to make it a little bit more soundproof, and I put in like lighting and stuff. And
So I think we should, since we're on like some download time, I think we should start talking about some of the kits that are coming out with iOS and Yosemite, like Metal and.
Oh, yeah.
Then we got the health kit.
As much as is changing in front of the scenes and features, even more is changing on the developer side, which means you make developers happy, you get cooler apps, and especially when they make the tools better. So, like, what do you want to talk about first?
Oh, I don't know, I think we should probably talk about the games in order if we're going that route.
Okay.
So, what was the first one? Sprite, right? Or no? I always forget the name of that one.
Well,
The kit that's available right now. No.
Well,
The beginning one.
yeah, the new programming language?
Yeah, the
Swift?
casual kit, and then they have the casual 3D developers kit, and then they have the new Metal.
Well, they have the whole new programming language. Swift.
I'm trying to think of what it was called. It was like, might have to pull up the video.
What were the announcements? What were the big deals?
But there's a new kit pretty much to allow casual 3D game building with an Apple kit that kind of takes most of the stress out of.
So there's a kit.
Yes. There's 3
I
levels
missed
of
that
kit.
somehow.
So where to go? And of course, nobody but devs care about the dev stuff, so they don't post on it. Okay. iOS features, dev stuff.
Dev stuff. What's new for developers? Over 4,000 new APIs, new features and capabilities, deeper integration with iOS, app extensions. Lets you extend select areas of the system by supplying an app extension. Share. More sharing options, photo editing, custom actions, storage provider, so you can select where you want to
Okay,
store
so
stuff.
here it is.
Okay.
It's a scene kit, the sprite kit, and then metal.
Oh, okay.
And that's it goes from low-end 2D casual
Okay.
to 3D
So
high-end.
that's a sprite kit, right?
Yeah.
So what's the mid one?
It's going to be, where did it go? Scene kit.
Scene kit. Oh, okay.
And then metal, which is going to make
Well,
Comic-Pad awesome.
metal. From what I understand, they said it's very low overhead because usually like there's open GL.
Yeah, which sits right above the.
That's what
the
that's between the programming language and the hardware. It's kind of the middleware. I don't know. It's
It's the phone.
yeah. So that people don't have to program all the really assembly language detailed work, right? But now this metal apparently is like very non-resource intensive itself. So it's like it uses very little of the actual phone processing capability to be the middleman. So it's allowing existing phones to be like 10 times faster in 3D graphics.
Right, and the 3D graphics are coming like right out the gate with, I dare to say, Xbox 360 graphics almost.
You know, you could it's
pretty
interesting
close.
because the resolution of the phones is higher than what they're doing on 360 and PS3, and they're probably not pushing as many polygons, but they're actually doing a higher resolution, and they're doing a lot of the same shaders, so they actually look really good. And the physics look really good too.
If you guys get a chance, you have to watch the YouTube video on Zengarde, and it's just mind-blowing on the detail and the artificial intelligence that they've included in Metal, where how many fish did they have swimming in separate directions through the Metal preview?
Oh yeah, it was the
Epic
koi
game.
pond.
Yeah.
They had all
They
kinds
had
of
separated artificial intelligence, and then he used like 3 million butterflies or something like.
yeah. It was pretty cool.
It's really, really, really gorgeous graphics for being on an iPad.
All right, so we have somebody saying, I want to hear about Swift. Okay, so Swift. Swift is, so you used to be able to program for the iPhone in, was it Objective-C?
Objective-C.
Which is, I don't know, I guess it's not terrible is what people are saying.
Yeah, it's
there was,
not bad.
There was a story out today saying that somebody used Swift to design a clone of Flappy Bird in 4 hours. And the arguments are that I've seen that I've been reading, like, well, you could do that with the current, Objective-C. It's not that hard of a game.
But the thing is you can't watch your game come to life without compiling and running your game like you can in Swift.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So
like,
pretty much Swift compiles your...
Here's all those kits.
Oh, I have it backwards. Oh, no, I didn't. Yeah, the scene kit is for the casual 3D.
Casual 3D.
And then sprites for casual 2D. And then metals for i7 GPU.
For the hardcore programmers.
A7, sorry.
Yeah. So Swift is innovative new programming language for Cocoa and Cocoa Touch. So with a concise yet expressive syntax, basically meaning you need less code to do things. And then it shows you like real-time preview of like what's going on as you type, which is really cool.
It's hard to explain, but pretty much what used to take like 5 lines of code and Objective-C now takes, what, 2?
Yeah, they were showing like a single line that compressed like 5 or something. It was
And
kind of ridiculous.
multi-resource upload, which was really, if you're a coder, you know, it'd be nice.
But yeah, it was pretty neat. While they were typing out this code, it was playing. They could see, you know, how the blimp would go up and down.
And it would show the algorithms of the flight paths that he had coded in an actual line, and then you can change it and get a visual representation of what your flight path is going to look like when it's finished.
It's pretty cool stuff, and they're saying that it'll run inside of the existing Objective-C code, so you don't have to create more than one app, which is kind of neat. And what I want to know is if it lets you go backwards, like if you program in Swift, it'll go back to Objective-C for so run on
compatibility. I can see that being an issue if it's not.
I bet there'll be stuff that I mean, if it doesn't, there's got to be a way that it can go backwards, but it probably won't be as efficient.
I don't think we've talked about the HomeKit yet, have we?
Oh yeah, what was the HomeKit? The
HomeKit is awesome. They've finally got together with all of the major electronic home device makers. So the people that let you control the lights with your iPhone, your heater, your door locks, your IP cameras, all of that, they made a kit to where everything shares the same style of how it connects together. Instead of this one connects like this and each one doing its own thing, they're all following Apple's way of doing it now, which is, it's going to be a lot more optimized, I guess you could say.
There we go. Cool. Yeah. So like right now, like at our office, we have a quick set door lock, and it's kind of a pain. Hopefully, the standards that Apple puts in place will make it so that, you know, whether or not you get a quick set lock and then you have an August lock or you have your Pebble, they'll all know the same. You know, certain guidelines they have to follow, and they'll all work seamlessly together.
And HomeKit's offering security now within it, so that somebody can't just go and pick your phone up and, oh, that's his link to get to his phone, from his phone to his lights or his thermostat. Because now there's secure pairing. Which is awesome, because now your phone's the only one that'll open your garage door opener unless you give permission to another device, which will in turn connect to your secure pairing. Any comments yet?
Yeah, a bunch of comments. Wow. Yeah. Aspect of the storm says, but as a trade-off, it seems like it'd be much harder to do specialized tasks. Sounds like they're idiot-proofing things. Would the minimalistic amount of code limit you from doing things? It didn't sound like it. It sounded more like it was just simplified expressions of the same things.
Yeah, so, pretty much it's going to be like, man, what can I compare this to? Have you ever...
The kits did. The kits made it sound... I mean, the kits sound like they're more idiot-proof or simplified, but...
Yeah, they really do. Like, the casual 2D sprite kit is going to be, like, I don't know if anybody's used the Steam build a game little program, but it's kind of like it lets you upload resources, kind of like you would upload a normal picture, and then you can move these pictures around, and it creates code behind the scenes. And I think it might be something like that. If not, it would be something simple to do, I think, because Sprite is seems really simple name to me. For like simplicity.
I don't know. We got to make a game. I've always wanted to make a game. On the PSP.
So down.
On the PSP, we made this game with the help of some people. It was, I can't remember what it was called, Pox Man or something like that. But it was a little game where we'd chase each other around on the screen of the PSP, like Pac-Man. and it was multiplayer, so you could have two people join in and chase each other around on the screen.
Which just makes a game called Stickman where we just run around and each other's sticks.
What I wanted to make before Steve Jobs died was a Tamagotchi Steve Jobs. And it was going to be kind of controversial because, he was sickly at the time. But, depending on how good you took care of your Steve Jobs would depend on how well he did and how many keynotes he could make. And
Don't get fired this time.
and I was like, there's no way they're going to approve this. We're going to have to put it on the jailbreak store,
That would have been cool.
But it never did it.
Steve Jobs, Apple Pet.
PSP man. What time do you work? 7? Makes sense. Okay, wow. Yeah, aspect of the system. You got a lot of comments. He says that in past experiences, it feels like the more user-friendly things are, the less customization you have. That's true.
To an extent.
Can't argue that.
But with new technology becomes new ways of doing things. So the old ways may become obsolete.
Yeah.
So there may be a new, I don't know.
How's that download coming along?
Right?
I was really pushing Couch Guy. Like, we got to keep our shows down to under 10 minutes. And we're going on like a, what are we at? An hour and a half show so far.
Well, are you guys enjoying it though? Should we?
It's cool. We're seeing a lot of feedback here. This is
Right.
kind of neat.
It's awesome. We like hearing from you guys.
Yeah.
Ask me whatever you want about Apple products, and I'll try and answer it. I really will. I don't know if it'll be right, but I'll try. So what other new features do we... Oh, I've been wanting to talk about this for a minute now. iCloud Drive.
Oh, yeah,
And the plans.
Dropbox. Yeah.
All right. So did you see the 1 terabyte?
No.
They're offering 1 terabyte.
What? Oh. 1 terabyte
Which is $299.
assists.
$299, I believe, is what they said.
$299 a month?
I think it was.
Or a year? Okay, I'm curious now. How much is this?
Yeah, we better check that. Check into. I just don't want to say nothing that's wrong.
What was it? iCloud?
It's Cloud Drive.
Oh, Cloud Drive. Are they dropping I? Because now it's just photo.
It kind of seems like it may be trending in that kind of direction where.
I didn't even notice that until just now, but it sounds like it. They're kind of...
Still waiting for the Apple eyeball to come out. My
Apple.
eyesight.
Place your eyeball. Is it iCloud? It isn't.
It is iCloud Drive.
iCloud Drive. Okay.
iOS 08 iCloud preview. Okay, so let's get to the pricing.
Oh, here we go. Little costing compared to the competition. Oh, so it won't work on Android or Windows Phone. Dropbox will work on everything except for Windows Phone. Same with Google Drive, and Microsoft OneDrive will actually work on everything.
And they did say that the Apple iCloud Drive would be working on Windows computers eventually.
Oh, really? So, okay, so it says here that you get a free 5 gigs. 20 gigs are $1 a month, 99 cents a month. 200 gigs is $3.99 per month, which is pretty cheap compared to Dropbox. Because I got Dropbox, and I think I paid the $10 a month for 100 gigs, which I can get way more on Apple for less. It's like almost 3 times more expensive for
And it
Dropbox.
doesn't show how much the terabyte is.
No, it's the
Terabyte, that's...
the terabyte says price to be determined. So the biggest one they're showing is the 200 gigabytes for $400 a month.
So the terabyte is would be the
So there's the gig,
top plan.
yeah, the 1 terabyte, and then the perabyte.
Who would fill up, like, how many pictures do you guys need? Do you guys need a terabyte of pictures? I mean, holy cow.
Okay, so Microsoft OneDrive charges for a terabyte for $2.50 per user per month. Per user per month? What? How does that work? Oh, it's a business.
365.
It's a business-only option promotion.
Something more than likely connected through Office 365.
Here we go. Amazon. Amazon does a cloud drive with a terabyte for $500 a year.
Terabyte. Oh, no.
Terabyte.
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 For 500? What?
$500 a year.
Oh, a year.
A year. That's how they do theirs. And then there's Box, which says they do unlimited for $15 per user per month. Minimum 3 users. But Mozy, is it Mozy and Carbonite? They do unlimited backup to the cloud. But the way that they do it is they throttle the hell out of you on your uploads after you get past about 50 gigs. They're like, we're going down to dial-up speed.
Yeah.
They're
You
jerks.
thought you were going to upload as much as you wanted.
And they only let you upload your system drive, no external devices. So, like, I have my Drobo, which may have 15 terabytes of data on it. And I was trying to back up to Mozy. And there's basically a hack that you can do to make it pretend like it's one of your system drives. So technically it was working, but it was going to take, I can't remember, like 15 years to upload, is what it was quoting me.
Holy. That's a little outrageous. Huh?
So I still have no way of backing up my Drobo.
Okay, so now iCloud Drive, pretty much put any file on iCloud Drive, right?
Yeah.
Which is pretty much similar to Dropbox, but
Yeah, I mean, they've had it before. I mean, it's been around, but the big difference is the sizes and the amount that you can put on there. That's the big difference.
and then what was the other iCloud change they made?
Well, it used to be Mobile Me, and they killed it.
All right, what about Enterprise? Should we talk about Enterprise?
Oh, yeah, sure.
So that's a pretty cool feature. No, how many of you guys work for a company that offers a cell phone for you, and gives you an iPhone or maybe a Mac or an iMac and any kind of device, Apple device, really. So what Enterprise will let them do is take the serial number from the box of your phone and be able to register the phone and have all of your Enterprise settings configured onto your iPhone instantly without opening the box. So when you give it to your employee, it's already set up with their email address, your work apps, and everything else they need to get started. So it's right out the box, ready to go with an update.
That's pretty cool.
Which is awesome, I think. And you can even do some kind of sketchy features with it, like you can make it to where they can't turn off the GPS
Oh,
on their phone,
yeah?
and that GPS is always enabled, so if somebody's sitting at the casino instead of working, we'll know about it. Which is, I don't know, what do you guys think about that? That's kinda-
What do you think? That'll make you think twice about taking your work phone home. Huh? The employer's always watching.
I was kind of impressed of the step they took in privacy. Was this one? They were going a lot about privacy.
What did they change?
Well, they're saying about, like, they went over, you know how there was a big old when the touchpad first came out? The fingerpad,
the Touch ID?
You're sending your fingerprints to the feds and stuff. Well, Apple disagrees. They said it's stored within the A7 processor, right?
Yeah, they've got a dedicated
It's unobtainable.
process or something.
Unobtainium.
Yeah. I remember when it came out, people were like, it works with an imprint of anything. You can use a cat print. You can use other body parts. It's not really your fingerprints so much, but it is unique to whatever it is that you imprint on it.
Just hope you hit the same spot on your arm every time.
It's like, well, what if you don't have fingers and I can't use my phone? Like, well, use your nose. It doesn't matter.
Use your nub.
It's kind of interesting. So the chat, PSP man, and system aspect of the system, and everybody else that's on there. Yeah, it is just you guys. We're not streaming anywhere else. Just here. You think you're alone, but you're not.
What's that question about Windows 7?
But you are. Windows 7?
Who's talking about Microsoft?
I wish Apple would do something like Dropbox, where iCloud was more integrated into the OS.
That's what they're doing.
Well, that's what they're doing.
It's pretty much what iCloud's going to do. Is it's going to integrate it into the OS and spread it across all of your Apple devices.
But the cool thing I saw in the extensions is they're allowing you to pick your storage provider. So basically, you can be like, I want to use iCloud or Google Drive or Dropbox or whatever, which is kind of neat that they're letting you choose. I like that. I like choices.
So what will you choose? Will you choose Apple's new drive, or are you going to stick with the drive you currently use?
Apple is notorious for having bad cloud storage. So hopefully their time's a charm, because they had Mobile Me, which failed miserably. It never worked the way it was supposed to. And from everybody I hear, I personally don't have too many issues with iCloud right now, but I hear from other people they have problems with it all the time. So, I don't know.
I store all my music on the cloud.
Yeah, and music works great. I use Music Match, so everything's stored in the cloud, my whole library, and I just stream whatever I want, whenever I want. And I've never had a problem.
Do we have time to go over mail of OS X yet? Because they made some pretty big changes to the mail.
How's your download? Is it how many hours does it have left? Is it even downloading?
We have 1 hour 49 minutes. If we keep talking, it'll download faster.
Okay, what do they do in mail? What's the big deal with mail?
All right, so mail is awesome now. If I don't want to hear or see a message from somebody, gone.
It is cool. It is cool. Like, I don't know if I want to show any of my email. Let me see here.
But you have, pretty much you tap your message, and it'll slide to the side, and it'll give you three options or two options.
I have no iCloud mail. Yeah, it gives you 3 options. Okay, here we go. I can do this one. I'd like to delete this. So this is the mail. This is my Microsoft email, and when you slide across, you have move, flag, trash. It depends. Like in Gmail, there's archive. But if you just keep going, instead of trash on Gmail, it goes to the archive. Bam. And apparently on Hotmail, it goes to the trash, which is pretty cool. Or you can just not go all the way, and then you can select which one that you want. And it crashed. That is so cool.
Another cool thing is you now don't have to leave your apps to text somebody back who texted you while you were doing something else.
Yeah, so
if I text you while you're in mail, you can demo that by.
Yeah, so let's see. Here's my spam. No. There. Here we go. Here's my trash in Outlook, or not Outlook, Hotmail, which apparently they have an Outlook.com now. But that's a whole nother story. It's pretty cool. Like you can compose. Oh, hi, Pox.
And you should just be able to pull it down, right? And
yeah,
there you go. And you don't have to leave your apps anymore. No more home button jumping. Speaking of the home button.
Just checking my mail. Oh, one last thing with the mail that I thought was really cool. Like if you're inside and you are composing something, you can pull it down and go check out your other mail, look up something,
copy and paste something.
Yeah, and then go back to it. You don't have to save a draft and then go find the draft.
Right, and that was one thing that kind of irritated me about people saying that iPads didn't offer multitasking.
Yeah.
What do they call the home button? Because I can do like 10 different things at once with that home.
They were smart. If you look at the life of an iPad or an iPhone compared to other devices, it is significantly longer, even though it's the exact same specs for like how much battery power there is and everything. And that's because they don't allow true multitasking. They allow semi-quasi multitasking. So everything is a save state, and it just kind of it's not actually running, but it only allows certain things to truly multitask, such as music and a few little things here and there. And they're opening it up with each version. Like this version, they're going to have more.
So it's going to be, then, if I heard that right, they're pretty much doing 2 live apps pretty much on when you hit your home button. So if you use one,
Okay.
and then you hop on your home button, go to another one, and then you hop on your home button, go to another one. Only 2 of those 3 are actually going to be in real time, and the other one's going to be stopped until you click on it.
Pretty much when you hit home button, it's freezing whatever app you're in. Or as soon as you launch the other one, it saves the state of the other one, the RAM state or whatever. So it's not.
Just what makes it speedy.
So like on an Android, when you have all these things running, these are all literally running until you end them. They are running. They're slowing your system down. They're eating up memory. On this, none of these are running. Not a single one of them.
Not until you click on it.
Not until you click on it, and then it's running. And it's really fast. And I wasn't showing that. Let me show you. So all these things that are open, they're not running. They're just saved states with a little saved picture. And then once you click on it, pulls it to the front, and then it loads it. And it's back to where you left off. And the only way to get rid of that save state is to slide up.
Let's
Oh, and that thing's cool.
Yeah, hit the.
Yeah, look at this up at the top here.
Yeah.
Recent. So these are the people that they're recently talking to, which is pretty cool. So I can go back to doing text, I can do FaceTime, or what's this? If that's FaceTime, what is? It's FaceTime. Okay. Well, if that's it's FaceTime with a phone. So that's the voice only FaceTime, video FaceTime, and chat.
iMessage.
That makes sense. Okay. I was like, well, what the heck is that?
You got any new comments?
Yeah, these guys are really chatty today.
Well, it's Apple. It's a big deal.
Okay,
man.
my favorite comment, PSP Hacking 101 was brilliant. Thank you. You know what the problem with PSP Hacking 101 is people stopped hacking the PSP.
It's time to break into the
No,
Vita.
the truth is what happened with PSP Hacking 101 is the iPhone came out. And the iPhone came out, and so we started hacking the iPhone, and then I think it was about a year after the first iPhone that they came out with third-party apps. And that's what everybody was hacking it to do. And that's what everybody was hacking the PSP to do. And we thought the Vita would come out, we'd do Vita hacking, but it came out with apps. And that was the whole point of hacking, was so you could put apps on there. And by putting apps on there, they're like, well, they're letting you do the things you want to do when you hack it. They want, like downloading ISOs and playing them off a memory card. They let you do that now. So they're eliminating the need to hack, or all the legitimate excuses anyways. All the excuses we had. You recently hacked a PSP? That's cool. I still have my PSPs. They're cool for homebrew apps. Emulators are awesome. They're the only way to play Nintendo games on a PSP.
Pokemon!
I don't use them anymore. No, it's sad. So the mail, the home button. What else were we talking about? The home button?
The Spotlight. I don't know how we missed Spotlight.
Oh, on Yosemite?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is cool. This is really cool.
And Spotlight on the phone too. It does the same thing when you use it on your phone now.
If I'm looking for Final Cut, Pro, it goes full screen and it shows like a preview.
And it shows you what apps won't work.
Yeah, and the app does not work. So that's kind of cool. And so Spotlight on here, I don't know, mail. It's not anything new. That's how it's always been.
It's supposed to show you a Wikipedia link now when you search for things.
Oh.
And it's supposed to search the web as well. And your applications, your music, and like... Doesn't look like it's working right now.
Doesn't look like it's working that way. It might be something you have to enable in the settings for Spotlight. Where is it? I don't like that they hide some things in general and then they have other things have their own stuff.
Spotlight should be in general, though. I don't know. We're obviously still playing with this stuff.
It's weird. I don't see it. I don't see it. Where's Spotlight? Or is it just called search? Or
no, I'm not sure anymore. I think it's the Spotlight on my iPhone.
it's either not notifications, control center, general. There you go. Spotlight search under general. Okay, here we go. So we can have it check applications, Spotlight suggestions. Huh. Contacts, podcasts, notes, events. So they must be adding, they're probably going to add more things like Wikipedia and stuff in there, I guess.
And that could probably be another thing the extensions is used for.
Or was it Safari that was doing that?
Not sure.
Yeah, there it is. It was Safari. So like
Alright.
I started typing in Tesla and it pulled up the Wikipedia entry on him.
Tesla Motors.
So that's cool. Can we still buy the DVDs you had for sale? Yes, I have a carton of them if you want them. I think there's still the website. You can still go to the website and download them. At twosmartguys.com. There's a link to Shopify and you can buy them for like $10. Or you can just email me, Pox at twosmartguys.com. Give me a couple bucks for shipping. I'll send them to you. I don't care. I got a few of them left. So.
Let us know what you guys want to see. I want to post some more stuff.
Well, I don't think we're going to do a live upgrade today because it's taking too long and I got to go to work. And it's like almost midnight. But maybe next week we'll do something cool.
We might try and...
Do a Hackintosh?
yeah, that'd be...
Yosemite Hackintosh?
i7 Haswell Yosemite Hackintosh.
Yeah, and you got Thunderbolt running on it?
Yep, dual Thunderbolts with an Apple Cinema.
Yeah.
It should be interesting to see if we can get the Thunderbolts and the bootloader to work because it's going to be a custom Hackintosh.
So there was a question by one of the commenters. Do we still make DVDs that we sell? I stopped making them when the internet got fast enough that you didn't need DVDs. It used to be we used to post videos in high definition on BitTorrent, and then we'd make like DVDs of a compilation of like a dozen episodes or so, and we do like audio commentaries, and they were kind of fun. But once the quality of the online video got better and people got more bandwidth, people ordered them less and less, so I stopped making them. But I still have those old ones. I still have some copies of them if you guys want them. And if you watched the 2 hours of this show, just email me, Pox at twosmartguys.com, and say that you watched till the point where I looked up Nikola Tesla in the Wikipedia, and I will send you a DVD for free.
Free!
Just tell me that you watched it this long. Send me an email. I'll send you a DVD. If you want to follow us, I'm at Walking Crow on Twitter, and you don't have a Twitter.
Hashtag DRPawns
There you go. And just subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you'll get notifications whenever we're doing a live event. We usually do them every Wednesday night around 8:30 Mountain Time-ish.
I hope to be here more often.
Cool. Yeah. Let us know what you think of Dr. Ponzu, and if you like his insight, and maybe we can have him on more often. So.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Laters. Subscribe.